So today I'm going to be making this toy, which I'm really pleased with. I've also made that one as well, which I think is really nice. That one's, when my mother gave me this is just a plastic orange squeezer or lemon. And this I just got from the pound shop. I'll be making the coconut, so everybody get your coconuts ready. So hi, today, hope you've all got your coconuts ready, and this time I'm going to do this one in red, this one and pink. This one is going to be for my girls. So that one's behind me there. So the thing is with toys is that I always found really complicated. I mean, the food I got quite easily because I brought a starter kit from the Sugar Glider shop and it had all the instructions I just had to follow, so that was pretty simple. But with toys, it's so hard, and even now I'm learning new things, new tricks. You're always learning new things, new tricks. So, but it's toys that I thought was the most complicated. I've done this chain, already prepped it for sharp pieces. But you always have to check and check and check and check and check. And even after I've made my toy, I'll still check. And if unshoe it, just don't put it in until you are shoe it. Okay, so first off, with this, you're going to need a rotary tool or a Dremel, whatever. I've got a rotary tool. And we're going to drill some holes in. Now I've got 2 marks here. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be the bottom. First off, scrub and boil your coconut, which I've done. Right, so first off I'm going to need a drill in the middle. Now I'm going to have 2 holes because I find that these are heavy, so I'm going to put 2 holes in. So if you can see it on this one's got 2 there, and then I hang it up, so just to be safe. So I wanted, so there's my holes. I'm going to have 1 there and 1 that side. That one I've done backwards and I'm really found it hard to get my hand in. So there you go, I have two holes in there, as you can see. So after we've done that, we are going to, first off, I might do the bottom holes through the window because it's gone a little bit flipping dusty in here. Done. 1, 2, 3 on there. Okay, so I went outside, drill all the holes because it was getting rather dusty. So I finished off all the holes. I've got 3 there, 2 there, and I've done 1. But what I did with this one was different, and I really struggled. What I did with this one was put the zip tie through there, put that on there, pulled it back through there, and went in, and then I couldn't zip tie because I couldn't get my hands inside to actually zip tie it. I've got these extra long, tough zip ties because safety always does come first. I got these from just a DIY shop from down the road, and they really like thick. I'm just going to show you the difference. And when you've got something as heavy as this, you really do need a really good zip tie. I don't know if this will do it in here, it might do. I don't know. Would it be a bigger zip tie? But I do struggle inside. Yeah, so I'm not going to do it like that because I can't get my hand in, so it's going to take ages. So what I do is I get a little bead. I don't know if you can see the little bead that I've got in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. So I'm going to get a little bead. So I've got my little bead here. Just about fits on there. So what we're going to do now is we are going to put the top on. So we're going to put that through the owl, like so. Then we're going to get our little tiny bead and we're going to put it down there. And then we are going to push this now through. So this is great difficulty with these because it's really fiddly to get inside the coconut. So there, this is an easier way than the other way. See, there's lots of ways you can figure out how to do it. As long as it all ends up safe, no little toes can get caught. So we're going to pull that inside as tight as we can go. So that's quite sturdy inside. I've got one blue inside and one. Got one blue inside and one. So it's like that. Then we're going to get this. So we don't want any little toes caught. And then we're going to zip tie this. And we're going to pull it as tight as we can again. This is where all fingernails broke all my nails doing these toys, but there is no gaps in there. We're going to catch any little tiny toes, little clippers, and cut that off. And there you have the top, and that is completely safe. That is not going to fall on no glider. That is completely safe. No toes are going to get caught in there. And I'm going to put these locks on here so that those don't come off. Sand them down with a nail file to make sure that there's no sharp bits. And I do like, because these can be kind of sharp. So here's my flower. This I got off my cage, because zip tie through, oh, actually the Flower Fairy did this one. She put a zip tie through and then through into a bead and then back round. Now I've got to drill an hole here where the flower's going to go. I'm having it on this side because it's going to be on this side of the cage. A little bit hanging over so that it covers the hole slightly. So I've just gone out and drilled an hole there now. That's to zip tie my flower on, so I'm going to take that off and I'm going to drop my flower on the floor and then I'm going to pick it up. See, the Flower Fairy's already done this one, so all I've got to do is put a zip tie through it. I have got a video on doing flowers though, my other toy making video. Now I've run out of pink, these locks in that colour, but I'm not going to use straws because this is a toy that needs tough things on top, and I find that if you do use straws, sometimes your glider can chew on them and then they become useless basically. So I want sturdy stuff for this heavy toy at the top. So that's the top now, just ready for charms, and that's the toy sturdy and safe. So now I've got an owl there, so I don't need, I'm going back to normal zip ties now because I don't need my stronger zip ties. Put that, see that's got a little circle on for you. So I'm going to push the zip tie through there. And then I'm going to push it through that hole. And then I'm going to need another bead. So I'm going to get my beads out, try to find another bead. This one. So I'm going to put my bead on there. And then I'm going to push that through. Push that through so that it comes through like that. Pull that tight. Then going to attempt to zip tie that. First, the zip tie's got a little something sharp loose. I'm going to get that off. And then I'm going to try to get that zip tie as far down, or you do find it difficult to pull it tight. As far down as I possibly can. And that is flipping perfect. Sorry, I don't think that was in camera then. But either way, I've got the glue inside. And I've got that like that. And the zip tie flush as I can to the bottom, because that makes it a lot easier. And then we're going to push the zip tie through. And pull. That's it, it's not going to go any tighter. And then I'll cut the ends off. That's not been a brilliant job. So I'll do it again. That was now smooth. And there we have the top. So now all I've got to do now is drill another hole yet again. If I want straws hanging down like this one. Like that, and then I've got to stick my straws on. And I think, I don't know if I've got any red straws though, so I'm going to have to check before I decide to put, but it will look absolutely gorgeous with some straws hanging down there. I'll have a look to see what colour straws I've got. For a gift off the Flower Fairy, by the way. Red, I'm going to do a brown. I'm going to have some brown in there. And do pink, because those getting shades are going to be pink. So using my wacky whirler, I'm just going to do all the straws. I have been doing a video of my 7 gliders, bonding them all. I put all 7 in the tent. This video could take about 8 months to be put out though, because by some miracle, Crystal's grown some confidence. She's even sitting in there with all the other 4, eating a yogi drop. Now, although Crystal's doing well, I've got a little tiny duplicate of Crystal's personality, which is, surprisingly enough, Alaska, my white-tailed one. Now, the white-tail with the stripes was rocking it. She was bombing it around the cage. She was great, but she's more wary of people. Now, Alaska, my white-tail, she was actually shaking, and she reminded me of a little Crystal. But I have 8 because Crystal's come on leaps and bounds now and beaming full of confidence. So, but it's at day 1 of bonding yet. So I don't know how long it's going to take. But however long it takes before all 4 are happily living together, whether it takes 8 weeks, 2 weeks, or whether it takes 8 months. But so I don't know when I'll finish my video. But I tell you what, day 1 was fun. Like that. And then we get the zip tie, put it in the middle, and then zip it before we get it, and make sure you get it the right way, because I had a bad habit of doing that before, putting them all zip ties on the wrong way round, and then I had to pull them off and redo them again. Tie it really tight. Straws. So now we find the hole. Did I do an hole for the straws? Done that many holes? Oh no, I did an hole for the flower. Straws like that. So it's more or less got to be there. So I've got my drill. Right, so I'll be right back. So I think that's it for the holes now. I think I've got all my holes. And now I'm going to stick this on. I've got another bead. Now we're going to stick that on there. Put the bead on. And I think might be seeing you next week. Okay, so the only bow I could find was a green bow. So we're going to have to use the green bow. So, right, we've got all the 3 holes at the bottom here. And we've got the 3 chains cut and prepped. So we are going to, first off, we're going to zip tie this on there using just normal zip ties. And a little bead. And then we're going to be onto the good bits. A little bead in, that there. Then we get the little bead, put that through there. Should whiz it now. Once you've got the top done, it's a whiz. Then we're going to do the same again. Stick that through there. So it's gone straight through. So we're going to try and get that as far down as we possibly can, because that makes life a lot easier. And then we're going to zip tie that. I've had to put some cream on my hands. My hands are that dry because me always seen to animals all the time. Then we're going to put 1 pink, 1 light pink, and 1 pink. And there you have one, and I've got another hole there, so I'm going to do the same again. And I think I've got some creamy white link locks upstairs, because I only need one chain on this middle one, so that's going to be just through the chain, through there, and where's my little, yeah, this is just going to be a chain coming down there. So put me little thingy on, then I've got to get that through there. This one's going to be difficult because I put that one far back as well, so I'm going to have some fun trying to get this through. But we'll try. We will definitely try. Go through. There, come on. Got you. Can be done. So we'll try to get that as far down as we can. And then we are just going to, but I'm not putting this one on because it's got to be a little bit small, so I'm going to cut. How many have I got on this one? So on this one I've got 1, 2, 3. Did a bit too many on that one, so I'm going to put 3 pink, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I might just do 4 on the safe side. 4, just in case I want it a bit longer. If not, then I can just... And then you always chuck these ones away after, because they're no good. You always chuck them away after. So then we're going to put that on there like so, and we are nearly done for decorating. Feel all fingers and thumbs, what's going on? So there's that. Make sure these zip tight. 1, 2. And we get a nice little bow here. Don't forget a little C-link which I've got here, just handy. Very handy. This is where we start getting a move on now. And then we will stick that on there. And there you have it. So, right, so I've got to put one more on here. I'm using one of these big ones on here. Little red ones here. So, for now, two little red straws. I mean, it's the, this is the most, they're all important, but I've got a little red in there, so it's actually quite nice. If you do find you've chewed these, just replace them. And there you have it. Oh, do you know what? Actually, that green bowl has gone actually amazing, because it's all green here on the flower. So, you know, I'm actually quite pleased with that, since I didn't have a red one. I'm not even sure if they do red, actually, to be honest. Don't know. So now this is all for ready and all for decorating. So there we have it. The girls have got one now and the boys have got one. All the girls have got to do now is have some lovely charms coming down here. Okay, so now we're on the good bits. I also brought this little basket with all these little eggs in. Pink in there. So I don't know, might hang them on. Yeah. So here I've got all me little chains, all the charms, and make sure they're all cut and prepped first, so they're not sharp. Do you know why I think my gliders have got really close to me? It's because I don't know what other people do, but I always wait till I hear them upstairs on my wheel. I can hear them banging on the wheel, and I always wait till they're up, and then I go upstairs and I put the meal in, and as soon as I turn the light on, they're there jumping on the door and waiting for me to put the food in. So 1, 2, so it's like they've kind of see me, they're up thinking, where's my food? It's not here. And then see me with the food. So I think that's how they got close to me. Because believe me, my gliders were not in the beginning, and they weren't much fun actually. But no, oh, when I went in the cage with them all, it's like they're like, I know who you are. You're food. When I got in the cage with them all last night, that just sealed it, that did. So I got some lovely jubbly charms. Right, so that's them preps. I've got to prep a few more little, got all these, and then file it down all of them. Then, yeah, my gliders just climb on me. Mind you though, I'm doing a lot of tent bonding lately, and one of them burrowed in my hair. Oh, and it did hurt. I haven't got a clue what they were doing, but it's like he snuggled his head in my scalp and just started tugging. So I'm always going to go in with an Audi now. So yeah, I've never been happier than where I am now with my gliders. I love spending time with them. I love my 2 new girls. And we're all coming along nicely. I got some little cherries. I got all these little cherries as well. Charms. So I've also got that as well. It's so much more fun when you're close to your gliders. I mean, Milo, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to hold Milo. And oh God, tomorrow I've got to cut the nails. Oh, and I absolutely hate doing it because I'm worried sick of hurting him, and I don't want to hurt him. Wish I could just afford to have somebody to come my house and cut the nails for me. That'd be good. Cut all 7. And good luck with Milo. 1, 2. Oh dear, we walk out with 1 finger missing. Oh dear, he's a laughing half, he is, mind you. 1, hang on, 1, 2. He's a character. Well, who wants all your gliders the same when you can have a character like Milo? I mean, if you only had 2 gliders, it's not wise to have one like Milo, because it won't be much fun. But when you've got 7, it's nice to have. Well, yeah, he's a little character. He lets you know he's there. Okay, so what you do is, if you're going to put these little ones on, so what I've got to do now is change me drill bit. Into a little small one, and then I can fit. So get to change this out. Like so. And then had my COVID vaccine the other day, and I come out and I thought, oh, I'm all right, fine. Anyway, I got down to really doing all my cleaning and up after my animals and all that sort of stuff. 8 o'clock come. I mean, usually I can stay up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not joking, but 8 o'clock come and I was out of it. I phoned my mum. I said, right, I've got to go flipping bed, mum, sorry. So I was I'm absolutely knackered, and I could barely flipping even lock up and get in bed. I actually dragged myself in bed. Luckily, all my animals were seen to beforehand, and I just had to lock up. And I got in bed, and I slept all the way 8 o'clock. I went to bed, and I slept all through till 8:30 the next day. And I said to my mum, I said I felt ever so bad. Now, if that's how I felt with having the vaccination, goodness knows how I would have felt flipping actually catching COVID. Don't bear thinking about. So yeah, thought I'd share that horrible experience with you. Oh, the next morning though, when I woke up, I was fine. I'm back to my normal self again. So they got 2 little mugs there. Oh, yes! I'm loving it. Right, so of course, got these gorgeous dummies. 2 red cups. So they've got a bit of forage in here. So yes, I've got a little bit of foraging. So they've got that one, they've got that one, they've got some cups up here. And might put a little green one on there, some greeners on there as well, those little tiny green ones. My sister was bad as well with her COVID vaccination. Right. But my mum was fine. My mum, who's 81, was absolutely fine. Now, me and Kath were both bad, so I don't know if it's a sort of type of vaccination that me and Kath had, because we didn't have the same one as my mother. My mother had it first, and she had a different vaccination than me and Kath. Oh, I haven't put him on. Oh, I've got to put him on as well. Oh, and I've got to put my little Daddy ones on as well. I've got to start doing them. Yeah, so my mum was absolutely fine. Oh, I could put it on. So I want this toy really nice. Really, really nice. I'm putting some. I'm going to take that off, and I am going to put my dummy on. So that can go on there. So as you can see, they've got, I'm going to put that one further down, same as that one. So you can see they've got them down there. Now I'm going to put my 2 little cups on. And then I'm going to put some little tiny ones on. And him. Do you know, I've been on this all day. It's gone dark. Was sun shining outside. And then it went freezing. And now it's gone dark. Did have a bacon butty though. 1, 2. So there you go. Woohoo! Looking good. Looking good. Love those dummies. So I've only got to do this one now, the inside, and then it's done. I'm not sure what we would do this for though. I don't know if I do it just for me or the gliders. Well, I suppose I do it for them because I've got, you know, I can put it in the cage and look at it. But they've got plenty in the cage now to last them if I wash it. Give up drinking. I'm completely teetotal, so I've got something to do with my hands. And like I said before, some people spend money on going to the gym, or I don't know, going to see football or whatever they spend the money on, going to the pub. So I'm totally teetotal, don't drink. I suppose you could just say it's an hobby. So there you go. Right, so I'm going to add few green ones in here. Just top it off. It's looking orange, but it's not, it's red. I don't know why, at night time sometimes this camera makes everything look orange, but it's red. So there you go, those two are going in the cage tonight.